Welcome to our channel, where we update the dramatic, shocking and never-before-revealed details of the young and the restless. If you thought you knew all the Newman family's deepest secrets, prepare yourself for what's about to happen that will shake Genoa City. An unimaginable shock is coming, and it doesn't come from some mortal enemy outside, but from within the family itself. When a mother witnesses her daughter poisoning her ex-lover to hide a terrible secret, all moral boundaries are blurred. Immerse yourself in a journey of darkness, betrayal and irreversible choices. In recent days, the Newman mansion has been shrouded in an atmosphere of darkness and uncertainty. No one says it out loud, but everyone feels something is brewing beneath the seemingly peaceful exterior. After a mysterious accident that left Cole hospitalized and cared for at home, his health showed signs of abnormality. Unlike the usual consequences of a head injury, Cole began to show symptoms of delirium, disorganized speech, confusion about time, and inability to concentrate. Strangely, all of these symptoms gradually worsened, even though he showed no signs of infection or internal complications. Nikki, with her motherly instincts and experienced womanhood, sensed something was wrong. She could not ignore the fact that her daughter, Victoria, was always there to take care of Cole in a strange way, but she could not hide the constant worry in her eyes. The strangest move was that Victoria refused to let any outside nurses or doctors approach Cole. She prepared all the medicine and controlled all the meals. Nikki initially thought her daughter was trying to make amends for her past marriage, but the truth was 100 times darker. A shocking twist came when Nikki accidentally discovered Victoria mixing a murky gray liquid into Cole's herbal tea. In the dim light, Victoria's hand shook slightly as she dripped each drop, as if she were battling with her own conscience. Nikki couldn't believe her eyes. Her daughter, who had once been hailed as Victor's right hand, was poisoning the man who once loved her. When Victoria dropped the bottle of medicine on the floor, startled by her mother's appearance, the truth could no longer be hidden. In a panic, Victoria collapsed, admitting that she had used a small dose of poison to impair Cole's consciousness. Not out of hatred, but out of fear. Cole accidentally discovered a secret recording of a conversation between Victoria and a stockbroker who had helped her manipulate the value of a rival company to save Newman Enterprises from bankruptcy. The transaction was illegal, had signs of money laundering, and if discovered, not only Victoria but the entire Newman Corporation would be prosecuted. Cole, a man who lives by moral principles, after listening to the recording, began to ask questions. He quietly investigated, looked up records and connected data. Victoria clearly felt the growing threat. In a moment of desperation, she chose a terrible solution, destroying Cole's ability to remember. Nikki was stunned. Her heart was broken when she had to accept the truth: Victoria was no longer the innocent child she once was. To protect her fame, power and position, she could trade everything, including morality, humanity, and love. But what's more painful is that Nikki knows that this isn't entirely Victoria's fault. This is the consequence of being born into a family where power is always paramount, where Victor once instilled in his children that losing is unforgivable. While Nikki struggles with her inner turmoil, Nick, the son with strong morals and a sense of justice, accidentally discovers a recording from the computer that Cole left behind before falling into a coma. Nick, who always puts the truth first, is extremely disappointed. He once thought Victoria was someone who could follow in his father's footsteps but with a kinder heart. Now, he realizes that she is just another cold-hearted copy of Victor. Nick secretly takes Cole to a hospital outside the city, where doctors determine that Cole is infected with a toxin that causes central nervous system disorders, which accumulates slowly, but if stopped in time, there is a chance of recovery. However, that is not the most terrible thing. During the toxicology investigation, forensic experts discovered that Victoria had not only used depressants but had also tested short-term hallucinogenic compounds on Cole weeks earlier. That explains why Cole often reported seeing Victoria whispering in his ear even when she was not present. He believed he was being followed, even writing in his diary that Victoria was no longer herself, she was a ghost. When the news leaked out, Newman's rivals were quick to take advantage. The media was full of reports of an internal poisoning scandal, although no one had officially confirmed the identity of the person involved. The board of shareholders asked Victoria to step down as interim CEO pending an investigation. Victor, upon learning the truth, said nothing. He just quietly walked into his office, closed the door for 6 hours, and then walked out with an icy stare. No one knows what he is planning, punishment or cover-up? Victoria, on the verge of collapse, decides to go see Cole to ask for forgiveness. But when she enters the hospital room, she sees that he has regained consciousness, his eyes full of clarity and hurt. Without a word of condemnation, Cole's silence is the most severe sentence. He only leaves her a USB containing a memo of the entire event and a short message: choose conscience or career. While public opinion has not yet calmed down, another twist occurs. Adam, who has always been considered an outsider in the Newman family, holds in his hands a video recorded by Cole himself before he was poisoned, in which Cole clearly stated, if anything happens to him, go after Victoria. Adam knows this is a golden opportunity to force Victor to acknowledge his existence as a son who can save Newman, while Victoria is on the decline. When Victor receives the video from Adam, he just nods silently. No one knows what he is feeling. But the next morning, the entire board receives a document appointing a new interim CEO, Adam. Victoria is forced to step down. Cole leaves Genoa, carrying an unhealed wound. Nikki lives in torment, and Victor is quieter than ever. The once solid family empire is now torn apart by secrets, lies, and poison, literally. And it's just the beginning. So follow our channel to update the next exciting developments of this movie.